we are live. What up, chat? Are we live? I think we're Gucci. Let me test the audio right quick. Let me just see if skate sound effects are too loud. Nah, it's not bad. Could turn it down a little, I guess. Yeah, we'll put effects on 20. Alright, what up, chat? What up, Twitch? What up, YouTube? This is episode 2 of Zomb Music Mondays. What's going down? What's poppin'? What's good? I gotta tweet the stream out. Give it a sec for some homies to get in here. We got a lot of good fucking topics to discuss today. I have a good list, that's for sure. It was an eventful week. I hope everybody's week was swell. Monday to Monday, right? But what's going down? What's goody? If you don't already know, Zomb Slays Music Monday is my talk show that I'm doing every Monday from now till infinity. Just discussing everything and anything to do with music, mostly music, but various subjects. Stuff to do with my music, 29 Club, the Underground, a whole plethora of subjects, but like I said, mostly music. Episode 2. Can't believe already episode 2 of some Slays Music Mondays. Come chill. Alright. So, just check my chat, make sure nobody's in here. Oh, yo, what's good, Sean? Welcome to the stream, my friend. That took forever to tweet out. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. Alright, so, let me just check my notepad here. One of the first things that I wanted to discuss that definitely has to do with not only music, but I guess the underground in general is, oh, by the way, I picked this spot, training ground spot, because I'm gonna teach y'all motherfuckers some shit tonight within this 60 minutes of, Music Mondays, so I figured the training grounds would be a fitting spot to chill at. But, one of the first subjects I had today to discuss, and I have my blunt here next to me as well, set a marker here, is blogs and articles and media outlets, more so not mainstream ones, more so the underground. Um, One thing I had saw in the last week or so on the timeline, and it was actually immediately following the first episode of Music Mondays, which was obviously last Monday. I noticed a lot of people were talking about blogs and trashing blogs and like really just giving blogs a hard time about who they cover and what they cover. And I always thought this subject was really conflicting for me personally because like working for the one blog that I did work for very loyally and putting in a lot of work and et cetera, and doing my part. I think one thing that I did notice was as blogs tend to, let's say, like, get bigger and um, do better numbers and become a more mature product, they want to cover what's popping at the time. And sometimes when that happens with blogs, it's very like it's backwards because the purpose of a real good genuine blog in the underground music, but any underground art really, the great purpose and the ultimate goal is to put on for really genuine artists, artists that work hard, and artists that really focus on their craft and just fucking deserve attention, whether it be they're doing massive amounts of numbers, they're doing little amount, it doesn't matter. But regardless, I noticed that a few artists on my timeline and a few artists that got tossed on my timeline were just getting aggravated with that and with the certain like I guess the how do you put it? The resurgence of all these new genres and these subgenres and all that other shit, like I feel like a lot of people got really aggravated with it, and I had spoke on this not too long ago, but um people are afraid to admit that hardworking artists get shafted for mediocrity. And that's just what it is. Like, that's really what it is at the end of the day. And I don't blame people for trying to trash blogs that only cover certain, like, genres, subjects, artists. Like, I don't blame them, and I never did when I worked for a blog. And even when I'm an independent journalist now, I don't blame them. I simply fucking don't, and I can't. I can't blame them because that's bullshit. That's bullshit because I know too many hard working artists personally that are amazing at what they do. True, pure talent. Like, whether they went to school, whether they have been doing this for 4 years, 4 months, it doesn't matter. I know too many artists that have gotten shafted for these other people that are mediocre. Flat out. And, like, what do I mean by mediocre? Mediocre is a form, or a phrase, I should say, that's an opinion, right? Like, me calling any type of genre or artist mediocre is my opinion. But what makes them mediocre in the sense of a blog is they shouldn't be getting coverage over any other artist because they do better numbers. That's just a matter of opinion. And I think there's way too much of that. I just think there's way too much of that. Like, there's way too many blogs and journalists and people covering and trying to care or fake care about art that doesn't need or deserve that love over anybody else because they do like more numbers. Like, I just think that's totally ass backwards and wrong. Yeah, I didn't fuck with that at all, and that was something I definitely wanted to touch on a little bit. Um, yeah, no bueno. Um, Shout out you, Sean, for fucking being here. What's good? My favorite brisk flavor. Honestly, I'd have to say the regular one. I'm not gonna lie. the regular one, or like they have all types of crazy ones now, don't they? Yeah, I'd probably have to say just the regular one. But man, as far as that blog shit goes, that's always something that I disliked, even, like I said, when I was working for a blog. Like, it was just not good. Just not fucking good. And it's still going on, and it's just something that I've wanted to, definitely wanted to help the underground improve with, and just create a new environment that doesn't only care about numbers and only care about clicks and only care about what's gonna really move them to the next level. Because whether you're an artist, you're a brand, you're anything like that, that's wrong. That's wrong, and it sucks. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. It sucks doing that to artists that um really deserve it. Really, really deserve it. Because, like I was saying, there's tons of artists that get shafted over these other artists that I personally think are mediocre. So, a lot of that shit is just it's really ass backwards. And a lot of the hate, it's not warranted, because blogs should also have the ability to publish and write about whatever they want as well. But you can't ignore the obvious bias that is also there as well when people talk about it. Because I have seen it in and outside of a blog. And like I said, man, I just never agreed with it. I still don't agree with it. And if you look at my resume, take my resume for example, right? Um, I have easily over 20 artists on there that still to this day don't even have 300 followers. Okay? And I fucked with them just as hard as I did then, now. And that's not even the point. I'm just saying that because it just shows the type of people that you're supposed to give a fuck about. Whether they have 70, 700, it doesn't fucking matter. You know? And, yeah. It's a shitty thing. But enough on the blog subject. That was one thing that I definitely wanted to talk about. That's for sure. That's for sure. But, for YouTube and for any, um, artists that are out here, you're more than welcome to submit through Twitch, through the YouTube comments, through Twitter. Everything's linked below. All that shit's linked below. You're more than welcome to do all that. Um, yeah, that's that, because I don't immediately want to turn Music Mondays into some like promotion show, but if there is any artists that do find this eventually in the future and that want to submit work to me or any future company that I may work for, um, those are the places to do it. That's for sure. And, yeah, man. That's that. But 2021 is all about the new vibes, and not the new underground, but just fuck whatever's left of the underground, to be honest with you. Like, I'm just gonna be flat out about that. Like, it's gonna be a whole lot of new energy and just a new vibe, you know? And I think it's really important. Like, extremely important. So, that's that. Um, to be honest, like, one thing that I was talking about the other day too, it was actually kind of funny. was I was talking about writing a book, and not anytime soon because I'm still young. I'm 24, so I don't want to write a book fucking now because obviously I'm still learning. I'm not trying to write a book till I'm like 40, but I feel like if I did write a book though, it would be really useful to a lot of people and just to have the right mindset about a lot of things because I notice a lot of people have just fucked up reasonings for things, like that blog thing, or like artists who just do things for profit, artists who do things for just any sort of monetary gain, not just money, just fame, clout, all that type of shit. So I feel like a memoir or even like an autobiography would be dope, but that's besides the point. Let's see what else I got on my list. Ah, yes. So I guess this episode will sort of kind of be about blogs and blogging. Not just blogs that I've worked for, just blogs in general. Because obviously, as someone who's been in the underground scene since very early 2017, actually making music, I've been listening to underground music since like 2014. But um as somebody who's seen a lot of blog bullshit throughout the years, like I said, not just the blogs that I've worked for, all of them. Uh, it's always funny to me seeing these playlists and seeing the type of bullshit that gets passed on as like fire or legitimate or like any type of like help or doing like a service to any type of music or anybody in the scene or anything like that. Like, I'm going to be very gentle with my words here so I don't trigger a lot of people more than I already will. Because everybody already knows I'll roast the shit out of anybody who goes against this because it's nothing but facts. Any blog that puts out a playlist that is filled with songs that have not just like 100K, but like 10K, 20K plays, 1K here. Like, if I'm going through this playlist, right, and not one of these songs even has 700, 100, just low plays, and they're all above 1K, that's doing nobody a fucking favor, and that's not underground. That's not what I call underground, and that's not what we call or called used to pass as fucking underground. People like that already clearly have established fan bases and already have established names on their own. Putting them all in one place is something that anybody can fucking do with a brain. If you have half of a fucking brain, you can take all those songs with 20K, 100K, all that bullshit and put them in a fucking playlist and call it underground and say, yeah, this is fire. Like, nobody's heard this shit. Like, check out this underground playlist. Check out this genre playlist. Check out this playlist. Like, it's bullshit. And that helps nobody but garner plays for the people that were already going to get them. So don't sit there, blogs, and act like that's helping anybody. Because that's not. That doesn't help anybody. Any playlist like that is bullshit. And it's ass backwards. Completely ass backwards. And at the end of the day, once again, like I was saying earlier about the articles thing and all that other shit, like, it's totally realistic to get mad about the playlist shit because I had a homie who was looking at a playlist and when he looked at it, he said, what the fuck is this shit? And I was like, oh boy, let me just go take a look and see how bad it is. Well, it was pretty bad. And I think only one or two songs had less than 1K. Every song had 1,000 plays or above. And this will kind of lead me into my next topic, but because it doesn't matter, right? Like at the end of the day, plays don't fucking matter. None of that shit matters. But if you're doing a playlist to help the scene or supposedly help new artists or help emerging artists, not even new, don't put them mixed with a bunch of people who are already gonna get other plays. Why would you do that? Who is that helping but you? Because all you're doing is putting all these fucking artists in this same playlist that's gonna get reposted, and all that engagement and all those numbers and all those statistics are just going to go to the people who created the playlist. Because no fan or nobody's going to retweet it just because one person's in it. So it's a disservice to the artists. That's whack. But if it's a community fucking playlist and it's for people who are like genuinely fire, not just like some trash cans, like if it's bad, it's bad. You don't have to put that in a fucking playlist. But if they're fire, they deserve a chance too, with other artists of their caliber. As the 10K and 20K and 100K people do. It's fucking stupid to put 100K with 20K. It just doesn't make any sense to me. 250,000 plays. Like, with 10K plays, are you serious? And then it's like, yeah, this is a fire playlist. Like, yeah, cool, it might be a fire playlist, but what the fuck does that do for anybody? Nothing. Nothing at all, because those people are going to get plays anyways. You're just feeding them more plays when you could be feeding the community to new music. And clip that shit and put that on Twitter. Because that's bullshit. Flat out. I need to smoke this blunt. I got myself heated. I'm the only one fucking talking, man. Yeah. Understandable, though. Like, I get people who get mad about that kind of shit, and then I understand it from a brand perspective as well. Because, you know, it's fucked up. It's fucked up as a brand to not be able to like review and post and do the things that you want as a brand. That's what sucks. But I think it sucks more for the artists that lose rather than the artists that people are trying to put on that are already put on anyways. Cause like the thing is, I could give a fuck if any one of my artists or any one of my people got put on to any type of playlist like that. It's more important to actually do your playlist justice and be genuine with what you're fucking doing. And I think that's what bothers me about a lot of those subjects, for sure. And like even a person like me who has been building brands since day one when I started fucking making music. I started building my Zomb Slays brand, and then I just was off to the races, really. And it's just funny. It's just funny because when numbers and plans and all this other shit like comes into play, like people always seem to forget about genuine fucking work, and that's always what's getting shafted. And I think that's really bullshit. And I think I'm gonna do everything in my power as Zomb Slays and with 29 to create a better environment for artists now, for artists in the future, for artists in fucking 20 years that want to be genuine and don't have to feel shafted or taken advantage of or anything like that. And I'm not talking about babying artists and fucking calling this the fucking community center, but at the end of the day, like, you really just gotta fucking understand that if somebody's fired, they're fired. You can't cut shorts because you're just doing yourself wrong. That's your fucking problem if you cut yourself short trying to fucking put on whack shit and then you lose genuine artists that could be absolutely fire and literally 5 months and they don't want to fuck with you because you got shafted because you were too busy worrying about what was popping now, not what's gonna be popping in 5 months. That's what's fucking just wrong. Just wrong, man. And I don't care what anybody says, that's wrong. Because I'm always more than open to debate and talk about it. But nobody's ever came back with a legitimate argument about that. Ever. So, that's what's fucked up. Underground sucks right now. But, fuck you gonna do? Well, it's not even the underground anymore. It's whatever's left of the fucking underground. I was telling a couple of the homies last night, just all of it's dead. Like, fuck that shit. It's gotta be new energy now, and like, new vibes. Because all that shit's just fucking chalked. Like, what it was is literally what it was. That's it. Nothing more. So you just gotta move forward. And all that shit, you know? Damn, I didn't place a marker. Yeah, I definitely should have set a fucking marker. And drink of water. That's for sure. We just chillin', chat. We just chillin'. Listen, man. I might sound like a dick for a lot of these subjects, but at the end of the day, like, I take all this work very, very fucking seriously. And if you don't, then that's fine. Then you can just waste your own time elsewhere. Or satisfy yourself elsewhere. I don't know what you call it, but there's a whole lot of subjects I could get into about that. And at the end of the day, you get one life, man. So if you're not trying to do what you want to do in life passionately, seriously, wholeheartedly, and really take it to the maximum level it can get to, then I you're in my way, and you have to move. Like, it is what it is. And that goes for my friends too. Because I know I keep a lot of real motherfuckers around me that feel the exact same way I do. Straight up. And if they don't, that sucks. And I wish they did. I wish a lot of people did and just took their passions more seriously. Rather than just fucking say they do. And then just want to go and make money. Because that's not what music or any art or being a fucking creative is. I don't care if it's a YouTuber, literally a streamer, competitive gaming, literally anything, bro. Literally anything, music, art, drawing, digital design, you name it. If you don't take it fucking seriously and just have fun with it, you're not getting anywhere. But if all you think about is fucking money, you're fucked. Because you're just going to be counting pennies. Constantly. Constantly counting pennies. Working towards nothing. Because you're not focusing on your craft, you're focusing on the dollar. And that's what's stupid. And that's what people don't get, because you have to make a lot of sacrifices. And it's not like nobody's asking you to fucking eat out of a garbage can, but yeah, you might have to fucking sacrifice a lot. But it's gonna be worth it when that fucking time comes and you worked for everything that you have. And you didn't fucking, like, waste all your energy counting checks and pennies and shit like that. Trying to fucking act like that's how you live the dream. And then you just end up stressed because it fails. And you never had any fun. Because that's the point. Even if you never hit your true mark, you had fun the whole fucking way, and you did the best you could. That's why you're supposed to just do it all the way. Not half-ass. And nobody wanted to believe me for a really long time. Like a really fucking long time about that type of shit. And if you do, and you do come across this, and just more power to you. And I believe in those types of people. I believe in people that don't believe themselves. I believe in everybody. I believe everybody has the power to fucking do that. But it's just a choice, you know? Really is. It really is just a choice. Like, I'm grateful I get to wake up and do what I love every day. I think that's a blessing in itself. So, as long as I can make content up to the standard that I want and always keep improving, I think that's really, really one of the best things to achieve, to be honest. Just never stop improving, man. That's where you fuck up. If you do. But hey, man. This whole hour doesn't have to be all serious. I just hope everybody gets me. You know? Like, I want to speak on more on what I want to do for the music scene and new artists and shit, but I have too many projects too early in the works to actually speak on them confidently and tangibly without making myself look stupid. Because I never like to speak on things too early or have an early release of things that aren't, you know, at least halfway presentable. So when I know, you guys will be the first to know. That's for sure. But for right now, anybody that wants to submit any type of work, not just music, um, DM, email, YouTube comments, all of them are super accepted. Uh, even in my Twitch chat as well, super accepted. It's important, man. But even if I have to do it by myself, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. But I have a good team around me. That actually wants to go places and do things that matter. Not just work normal jobs for the rest of their life and talk about the moves that they want to make. And then wake up one day and be like, damn, why didn't I make those moves? Nah, we're making them now. These next 5 years matter the most. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. So yeah. We're just over here at skate school having real ass talks. Actually, I do need suggestions for like chill games to play for just background footage that people would like to watch, you know, while I go on these type of rants. And if you'd like to see me play something simple, Minecraft, I don't fucking know what's simple, but tell me, let me know, cause I'm down for anything. Um, as well as subjects. That was another thing I wanted to mention. Was if there are any subjects that people want me to talk about or would like to see me rant about, be sure to throw them in the YouTube comments and be sure to throw them in my DM anywhere in the Twitch chat. Cause I'll rant live, I'll rant anywhere, you know. And if you want to know my opinion on something, I'm down, and I'll try to help and and just give the best words I can. And like I'm one of those type of people that if I just don't know about something yet or if I don't know enough about it, I'll flat out tell you. Like I have no problem telling you I have no idea what the fuck that is, and I literally couldn't tell you. Like some people have too much pride and they'd rather make themselves look stupid and try to talk about shit that they have no idea about. Like I only talk about things that I have extensive experience in or have been in very like similar situations for similar periods of time, given whatever's being talked about, you know? And I think that's the only time anybody should speak, but that's just me. And I just try to, like, live by that standard where you should only really speak harshly or seriously on things that you only know extensively, you know? It's important. Which also leads to the other, like, point that I always have, that's, like, you should never stop chasing knowledge and think that you know everything and know how shit works, because 90% of the time you probably don't, including me. So, you probably should be on that ever-lasting journey for infinite amounts of knowledge. You feel me? Maybe that's just high talk, but somebody might agree with me. I remember I used to skate this spot when I was like, I had to been like 15 or something. I mean, I've just been skating this spot my whole fucking life, bro. Fucking skate school. Cause skate school is in the fucking demo. Like, when you downloaded the Skate 3 demo, this is all you were able to play. Or nah, you were able to like go to the what was it? Let me go to the challenge map, and you were able to go to uh it's at the campus. Yeah, it's like yeah, this. There mm, it was like this. I think. Yeah, it was like it was like one section over here. Yeah, it was this because in the demo version they'd spawn you in and they'd spawn you in like way over there to my left. But like right here was like the barrier for like how far you could go. And the demo version would allow you to skate like this whole upper area. Which I mean was pretty lit. And like the demo version you had unlimited time, so it was fucking cool. But that's just Skate 3 shit. Curve ledges are fun. I remember there was a certain point I couldn't do tray flips in this game, and then when I learned how to do tray flips, I never stopped doing them. Like, Just all I do now. And this rail is fucking crazy to skate. Wonder if you could just drop down. Yeah. That looks sick. Mongo, man. It's embarrassing. It's even embarrassing on a video game. Oh, shit. I always forget to press X. I mean, just be easier to fucking... Well, I mean, I skate goofy in real life, so that's why I have to press X. Because, like, if I skated regular, I'd be pressing A. Front big spin. They look sicker like that than if you were to, like, catch them. Dr. Pepper. Yeah, so I want to get the fuck out of this spot because I have one more mini run I definitely want to go on. What the fuck is skate park? Oh, these are all like default parks, aren't they? Yeah, fuck that shit. Those look like shit. Oh, it's Chan Center. I don't know why I just didn't fucking go there to begin with. Oh, I'll go to Ghetto Spot. We used to have a Ghetto Spot in my hometown, actually. Kind of looked like this, but it wasn't as cool. It's actually kind of fucking whack. Yeah, this spot was lit. Yeah, this next subject is definitely an interesting one, so I'm just gonna sit here and talk about other shit for a minute because, whew, boy, do I have something to talk to you guys about. I don't know what all this GameStop mumbo jumbo is about, bro. It's fucking annoying. That's one rant I'm definitely gonna go on really quickly right here. Is like I don't blame people for like doing all the investing shit, cause like once you learn it, it's fucking easy and all that. But bro, the way it's trending right now, like it's like some like social media thing, and like that's all everybody's talking about and putting on their stories and shit. Like they've been doing it for years. Like I bet you people who have been trading stocks for years are fucking pressed. Actually, no. That's a lie. They're not pressed. Because they don't go on social media to talk about how much they're trading. They don't give a fuck. So all you people who are doing that are stupid. Like, it makes me not even want to get into it. Because that's always been something that I've been researching for a minute. It's just never been in my finances. It's just never been in my fucking plans. But now it's like, what the fuck? Stocks have, fluctuating, highs and lows, and fuck that. Because it's a trend now. Shit's gonna fucking... Who knows what's gonna happen with that. But if you're a trader and you're watching this, let me know your thoughts on the current stock boom, and do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing for the stock economy? Or the economy in general, I guess. Yeah, so this this next subject here is one that I came up with last night that I definitely wanted to discuss on the show and wanted to have on YouTube for the rerun, I guess. Is listen, man. Let me pull up this tweet that I had last night. Here it is. So, I wanted to address people that unfollow mutuals that they've been following and interacting with and quote unquote working with, depending on the capacity. I wanted to discuss those types of people that unfollow their mutuals. And I think it needs to be talked about because I wanted to go in deeper on a audio level rather than a text level. Because what I say over text and what most people say over text is um, misinterpreted. And honestly, bro, like, if you unfollow people out of the blue and, like, you just don't fuck with them or, like, you're just trying to, like, fucking, like, get your numbers up or whatever, like, or make yourself feel better, like, I think that's fucking bullshit. Like, and I think that's fake as fuck, and I think that's fucking whack. Like, I think that's really fucking whack. Like, what I said in my tweet was, I can never be pressed about an unfollow because I remember when half the scene that thinks they're relevant now couldn't lick the bottoms of my shoes in terms of work. You still can't. LOL. 90% of what exists isn't genuine, so keep focusing on numbers so you stay out of my way. People started following mutuals when they hit a certain criteria of followers they're comfortable with. If all you give a fuck is if all you give a fuck about is followers and numbers, then you're already doing it wrong. Nobody cares if you have 70, 707K. Sure, it looks good, but is your content fire? That's what I wanted to expand on because it's important that I do because it nobody's saying you can't give a fuck about your numbers. Nobody's saying that you can't delete a song. That's certainly not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you're out there unfollowing people, deleting songs and shit, and just leaving the most played up and all that other shit, you're just fueling your own ego at that point. Like, that's not a standard. That's not anything like that. Like, let's just say followers for instance, and we'll talk about music in a few minutes, but say we're talking about followers and you have a mutual that you unfollow because of, you know, you're following too many people or you reached a certain number of followers, so you're like, all right, well, I gotta buff out that ratio a little more and make it look better than it really is. And it's like, half of these people's numbers aren't fucking genuine to begin with. Like, I can't tell you how many people I've come across that have mass followed to 10K, mass followed to 100K. Like, do you know how much fucking, like, bullshit that it takes to just fucking act like that? To just act like you're bigger than you fucking are? Like, if you don't fuck with somebody, then don't act like you do. Like, if you've been working with them for years, even a year, some months, whatever, and then all of a sudden you just unfollow a person out of the blue, then you shouldn't even have been following them to begin with. To be 100 with you. Like, that's more fake shit that I can't stand, and, like, reminds me why you can't be open to working with everybody, and why I want to create an environment for people to work with each other safely. Because people are just literally crafting images. Like, my next tweet under the thread is, that's the real question you should be asking yourself. Not what mutual I should unfollow or song I should delete because my numbers aren't where they should be. That's not a, that's not genuine art or a following. You're just crafting your image. And what I mean by that is it's not. I'm not saying you can't mass follow for your brand. I'm not saying you can't fucking, like, keep the songs that you feel are your best, which may also be the ones with the most plays. Like, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you go at a cost to do those things and it's just to act bigger than you are, and you just stop fucking with people and you start, like, acting funny towards people that you used to be cool with, I don't fuck with that. Like, and you should never fuck with them to begin with. Ever. Like, don't fuck with somebody just for clout purposes, just for anything like that. Like, fuck with somebody because you want to fuck with somebody. Don't use people for anything other than them. Fuck what they can do for you. Fuck what they have. Fuck with somebody because you fuck with them. Period. Like, you can't be out there fucking, like, if you're at 700 followers and you unfollow another 100 people, what the fuck do you think that does for you? Or your brand, for that matter? Nothing. Makes you look stupid. Like, I never got that because it's like, what? Like, are you supposed to convince yourself that, like, you have 700 real followers or, like, you weren't following 400 of them last week? Like, I don't know if that's, like, some big secret to anybody or, like, some shit that nobody thinks anybody can notice. But sorry, newsflash. You look stupid, and you probably, like, lose more connects and the chance to network with others by doing that. Like I was saying, if your shit's fire, your shit's fire. Whether it be 70, 700, 7 fucking thousand. Seriously. If you're gonna blow up, you're gonna blow up. It's the same thing with people. I was talking to Sunburn about this last night. It's the same thing with people who worry about being on one platform or worry about one platform not getting enough plays or worry about like blowing up on one platform and not blowing up on Spotify, for example. And it's just like, bro, like, you're doing your art a disservice and your fans a disservice by not putting all your art on all platforms possible as much as you can. Like, if a song or a piece or anything like that or video is gonna blow the fuck up, it's gonna blow up. Like, people are gonna want it everywhere regardless. Like, if it blows up on SoundCloud, people are gonna want it on Spotify. If it blows up on Spotify, people are gonna want it on SoundCloud. Period. Period. Like, at the end of the day, that's just how it is. And if you're worried about the plays not being in one place and being in another place, you can always direct that traffic. You can be like, yo, thank you for my first mill. Thank you for this. But, yo, can you please run it up over here? Like, da-da-da-da. Like, that's the type of shit you really have to be doing. And you can't make your fans lose out on your art. Because I've always believed that art should be free. So if you're worried about monetary gain, once again, like I was saying earlier, you're fucking doing it wrong, and you gotta chill out. Because the money's gonna come. You just gotta focus on making real shit first. Real shit that's accessible to people, not just in the States. All over the world, man. There's people in Mexico and third world countries and all types of shit. All types of places that still listen to music but can't, like, fully streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple. Like, some people can only get to SoundCloud. Some people can only get to fucking, like, free shit, you know? YouTube. Like, some people are still on dial-up in the world. Like, we're spoiled here in America, so don't limit your platform to just one thing, you know? It's 2021. Like, give everybody the music for free. Or your art for free, you know? Work for free until you don't gotta fucking work for free no more. And usually that's bad advice, you know? It depends what you're doing, you know? In terms of art, you just gotta know what is free. Everybody deserves free shit. But everybody also understands that you gotta live too, so you gotta go 50-50. Gotta be genuine. And that's pretty much the whole point of this episode. Just be genuine, man. Be genuine with everything that you do, whether you're a brand, an artist, creator, anything. You gotta be genuine. Because the world needs more of that. The world has enough frauds and fake motherfuckers out here. And weirdos and just disgusting people. So be genuine. Be real. Be honest. Own up to your mistakes. Do good shit. Especially in terms of art. Everything I just said, especially in terms of art. You know? Going on 55 minutes. It was a really enjoyable episode. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Um. So once again, just to recap, um, if you'd like to submit any sort of art to me, anything for me to review, you want to donate to the stream, anything, all that type of shit is in the YouTube description and is also in my Twitch description as well. Um, you can submit in my YouTube chat or YouTube comment section. You could submit in Twitch chat. Um, my Twitter DM, Instagram DM. I'm available everywhere, so wherever I'm available, you're more than willing to submit. And then, yeah, I'll give you my thoughts on stream. I'll just review everybody's shit on stream without actually promoting it, you know? So that way this doesn't turn into a promoting show just yet. I don't want that to be the full core of this. Like, I don't want it to be ever. It's not gonna be. So, I think that's what's important, is that I continue to make Music Mondays as genuine, again, as possible. So, if you have any work that you do want to submit, I'm more than willing to talk about it on stream. And if you have any subjects that you want me to talk about for YouTube or in the next episode or anything like that, drop them in the YouTube comments, drop them in my DM, drop them in the email. I don't give a fuck where you drop them, but let me know. Because next Monday, episode 3, shit, will we be in February? Next Monday will be February 1st. Amazing. So yeah, it'll be the first episode of February. We'll be in a whole new month. Awesome, because January is the fucking longest month ever. But yeah, once again, please let me know about anything you want me to speak on, anything you want me to talk about, anything like that. Please let me know, because I'll be more than willing to talk about it. And like I said, if you want to submit art or anything of that nature, definitely hit the DM, hit the comment section, hit everything and anything. That's for sure. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out tonight. Thank everybody who's been showing love to these as well. They've been going crazy on Twitter, and the YouTube uploads are decent. Like, and I know I've only put one episode out, so it's just gonna get better from here. And this episode was a straight talk fest. My jaw actually hurts from talking for 58 minutes straight, and it was actually really good. So, really appreciate you guys hanging out, and thank you. Oh yeah, one more thing before I cut the stream off. 1 week from today, February, we'll be live next week, same time, same place, all that good shit. Re-upload of this episode will be on YouTube this Friday. Today's Monday the 25th. Um, Everything's linked down below. Everything will be in the YouTube description, all that good shit. Thank you guys for showing out. Thank you for all the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Later. Later. Later.